Hello everyone, this is a chapter review of Tokyo Revengers chapter 229. And usually I have something to say during the start of these chapters, but not today. And yeah, let's just get on with the review. The chapter starts off with Mikey standing face to face with Kakucho. Watching from the bleachers ain't your style, Mikey. Thought I'd sit back and enjoy the show this time. Then of course you come up and piss me off. Huh. You know something, Mikey? I've always wanted to fight you. While that goes down, the chapter moves on to where we left off in the last chapter. With ding ding in the left corner, representing Rokuhara Tandai and weighing in at 535 kilotons of beastly, brutish ugly. He is the backwater bruiser, the back-breaking brawler, the Brazilian beatdown bastard. Give it up for the tyrant Tyrannosaurus! And in the right corner, representing Brahman, weighing in at 333 gigatons of best girl. She is the beautiful busted Brahman boxer. Bow down to the princess of Brahman, Kawaragi, SENJU. Takeyomi is freaking out at the fact that Senju is confronting South. He's yelling, trying to get Senju to back down, telling her that it's too soon for her to be fighting South and that she should probably leave it to Benkei Wakasa and himself. But Senju just says, "Shut up, bitch!" Senju never wanted to fight like this. She never wanted things to go down this way. But Brahma is on the back foot in this fight and is gonna be done for if she doesn't do something. So she flies in on South, but the brutish tyrant just swats her away like a fly. Senju manages to land on her feet, but by then Takeyomi's heart is just about ready to jump out of his throat, and he pleads and pleads with Senju to please stop, that she's underestimating Benkei and Wakasa and can't fight on her own and expect to win. Takemichi then asks Takeyomi about what he just said about Senju not being able to win on her own, and Takeyomi explains that Senju was only included in the three deities solely because of her involvement with the first generation of black dragons. Senju can't win alone. Oh no! Takeyomi continues to plead with Senju to stop. I was wrong to start this fight this way. I lost my cool, but you don't have to make the same mistake. Please, Senju, get away from him while you still can. Senju just continues her attack, and South's getting ready to swat that stubborn fly yet again. But then that fly turns into a butterfly. Senju's eyes begin to glow. Since when did I start avoiding my potential? South throws his punch, but Senju gracefully ducks underneath. With this newly awakened speed and power, Senju does that cool thing where she balances her body on her opponent's arm and then proceeds to give Big Daddy South a little two-piece, 1-2, one on the chin and one on the side of the skull. We get a short flashback where Takeyomi is telling her that in this world, money is power. How your strength is valued is what really makes a difference. As the flashback ends, we learn that Senju had learned long ago that her abilities may lead her down the wrong path. Back in the main story, South was down and out. A bright glow cloaked Senju's body. With authority and focus, Senju proves that she has what it takes. Takeyomi, remember that Brahman's boss is me. End of chapter. Alright, this is the thoughts and opinions portion of the chapter where I pretty much give my thoughts and opinions on the chapter. You know, just spill my brains for all of y'all. And first, let's get it out of the way. I know what y'all thinking. Senju has mastered Ultra Instinct. There's no two ways about it. Senju has mastered Ultra Instinct and is officially stronger than Goku. Okay? That's all we need to know. How else do you explain that glow that she had in this chapter? It's Ultra Instinct. There's no arguing this. Wakui gave Senju Ultra Instinct. She's officially the most overpowered being in Tokyo Revengers. Mikey who? Izana who? South who? Nah, it's just Senju all the way. MUI Senju. So anyway, Senju versus South. The fight was pretty cool. It was short, but it was pretty cool. South threw a punch, and that's pretty much the only thing South managed to land on Senju, just that one punch. And after that, Senju went full on beast mode and mastered Ultra Instinct and just beat South to the ground. Really just, I think it was 3 kicks, 1, 2, 3, and that was it. That was it. It was just 1, 2, 3. Done. And yeah, she proved why she's Brahman's boss. And well, we learned a lot of new stuff about Senju in this chapter. And hopefully we aren't done learning more. I really am liking her character. I mean, she's giving Hina some real competition for best girl. Oh, you know, there aren't a lot of girls in this manga here. We got Emma, we got Hina, we got Yuza, now we got Senju. And for some reason, every time there's a girl, they always knock it out of the park. They're always so good. Emma was a really cool character. Although not my favorite among the females in Tokyo Revengers, she was really solid. Yuza and Hina, before Senju showed up, those two were top 2. And now Senju's out here giving both of them a big ass run for their money. She's on their tail right now just because of how badass she was in this chapter. And she really proved herself as Brahman's boss. She's very young, she's a girl. There aren't a lot of girls in the delinquent business. So I think Yuza was the closest one. But she wasn't really a delinquent, she was just doing stuff for Taiju in order to protect, you know, her brother like a good sister. That's why we love ourselves some Yuza. But Senju is a straight up delinquent. She's straight up, and she's involved with the Black Dragons. The first Gem Black Dragons. I want to know how they met. I want to know the backstory of all this. And what's her relationship with Takeyomi? Did she know Shinichiro at some point? A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff we could talk about here. And damn! And I just can't get over the fact that she beat South. Well, we don't know if South is down for the count at this point. He might get up next chapter. But for this chapter right here, South is down. She knocks out down. Benkei and Wakasa couldn't do that. And they're supposed to be the strongest duo. The first gen Black Dragons. Back in the day, they were tyrants that tyrannized and divided the Kanto region into 2 completely different parts. Then feuded with each other for who knows how long. You know, before Shinichiro came out here with his max 100 times 20 bajillion charisma and convinced them to join Black Dragon. But yeah, Senju versus Mikey. That'd be a cool fight now that I think about it. I still do think South might get up though. And yeah, South ain't done. He's pretty much been hyped as the big bad of this arc from like the start. So he probably won't be going down. And I know Mike is probably the biggest boss, like the final battle. I want to know how it's gonna happen. Takemichi versus Mikey. It doesn't look good for Takemichi. One kick, just one kick, and Takemichi's out. Takemichi's out after one kick. And if the kick doesn't knock him out, it's gonna kill him. He doesn't want a second kick. The second kick's gonna kill him. But yeah, I think South might get back up and we might see a better South. Imagine that. We got ourselves South the Grey versus Ultra Instinct Senju. That'll be cool. And yeah, Tokyo Revengers has been doing really well. And I also wanted to talk about that comment about Senju going down the right path, you know. And, you know, Senju looked up to Tokyo Manji Gang when Mikey ruled over it. Before it became evil. I guess in this timeline it didn't become evil. By the way, remember my Mikey's the Second Time Leaper theory video is coming soon, so do subscribe for that. And back to what I was saying. Yeah, Senju looked up to Tokyo Manji Gang a lot. So I'd say that it makes sense that she wants to build a gang, like how she hoped the Tokyo Manji Gang would have been like if they continued, you know, how she hoped Mikey would have led the gang, which direction she would have done so with Brahman, her gang. You know, she's very calm, she's very level-headed. Once she wants to, she knows the right from wrong and stuff. And she's very talented. Mikey is super strong and he went down a real dark path. South is super strong, went down a dark path. But Senju, she knows that her talents might lead her down the wrong path as well. And the more power she amasses, the more dangerous she becomes, the easier it is for someone to, you know, use that power and use it to manipulate her and all that stuff. Much like they did with Mikey in the past. So, yeah, we don't want that. We know what else did with Izuna too, I guess, a little bit there. And we don't want that to happen. Senju, best girl. You know. So she wants to go down the right path and not be these drug dealer, big ass criminal organizations and shit. Just wants to have fun with her gang, you know. And then Kakucho and Mikey. I have no idea what's going on there. Kakucho vs Mikey, next chapter, a fight. I doubt they're gonna fight really. We know that they both have very close connections with Izuna. You know, Izuna being Mikey's brother, and Kakucho being Izuna's like best friend, right hand man, you know, most trusted ally. So I'm really looking forward to their interactions. Assume that's why we brought them back. You know, Izuna is very important to them, so I'm guessing whatever comes up about Izuna is gonna be very important. And you know, probably gonna get a little dig a little deeper into their characters and such. But also did get a little views of some of the other fights, you know, Ranhai Tani versus Chiyo. I'm looking forward to that. Chiyo versus the two Aitani brothers. I don't think Chiyo can just fight both the Aitani brothers on his own. I doubt that's gonna work out for very well, but you know, he might take down both the Aitani brothers. Of course, Benkei and Wakisa, they're probably gonna get back up and fight also. So I'm really looking forward to how this entire arc pans out. And if Wakui knocks this ball out of the park with this arc, it may as well be the best arc in Tokyo Revengers. Right now, it's not the best arc. Tenjiku arc was amazing, still #1 to me. But you know, this arc, depending on how well it does, it would be a really great arc. And I think that's the last thing I wanted to talk about. So yeah, if you like this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with all your friends. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.